Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to solve this type of problem no, sa combined footing. I actually didn't get any reference sa CRF. However, I do have a reference base for my review materials during I studied for my CE board exam CE licensure examination this March 2026. And today, of course, although maging similar lang rin yung problem dito, pero yung mga tanong is simply let's just say common. Some common question based sa mga tanong doon sa CERF. So ayun no. Actually kinuha ko lang rin to sa Facebook group. May nag-share talaga ng mga rev maths diyan. So ayun, nakuha ko to. And anyway, my figure tayo dito na combined footing, no. So, yung sa number 41 daw, may given daw tayo dito na 1000 kilonewton sa ating P1 at 800 kilonewton sa ating P2. At may dimensions tayo ng B at C na 10 meters at 2 meters. Yung hinahanap dito is yung dimension daw ng A para kapag may soil pressure daw tayo dito sa baba, yung resulting soil pressure dito is equivalent lang sa summation dito ng dalawa, no? So what does that even mean? So let's imagine a beam here. Imagine tayo ng beam dito na dalawang support reactions. Ayan. Di ba ito man yung simply supported? Ayan, simply supported yan with the load of W. And alam natin yung reactions dito is just simply kalahati lang ng converted concentrated load dito. Di ba? To distance L. If I convert this into concentrated load, di ba alam natin na yung UDL to point load, i-multiply lang natin yung intensity ng load tsaka yung length. Yun lang. So magiging WL over 2 to. Ay, WL lang. Magiging WL lang yan. Yung concentrated force dito na kinonvert natin. So meaning, para makuha yung reactions dito, at saka symmetrical naman sila, meaning yung contribution ng dalawang support reactions dito is kalahati lang ng concentrated force dito. So basically WL over 2 at WL over 2 lang rin sa right side. Ito lang rin yung analogy diyan. Pero this time hindi man yan symmetrical kasi nga footing magkakaiba talaga yung dimensions, pero yung hinahanap talaga dito is yung A lang para at least kapag isa-sum up ko yung dalawa dito, yung 1,200 at saka 200 kilonewton at i-convert ko yung load dito na yung uniform load dito into a concentrated force, magiging equal lang yan. So paano ba yun? First thing to consider is magdo-draw muna tayo ng UDL no dito sa baba. Actually yung UDL dito sa baba sa footing is like soil pressure lang to, guys ha. Yung hinahanap lang dito is yung dimension A. Para lang niyang strema. Kumbaga, hinahanap lang natin yung minimum distance para maging equal yung system natin or magkukos ng equilibrium. So ayan no. I'll just state this load dito nga WO. Ayan. Tsaka yung length dito is L. Ito. Ayan no. Now if I sum the forces at this figure with a upward direction of positive, ito positive yan kasi upward pressure yan. Yan na rin yung support sa footing natin. Kasi nga soil. ito, WO, into concentrated load, ito, multiply ko lang ng L, mag-i-equate yan to 1,200, since downward yan, plus 800. So, meaning, yung concentrated force dito, ng WO times L, is equals to 2,000 kilonewton lang. And ayan o, since we have this value na naman, we can just say na ito F is equals to 2,000 kilonewton. Equate ko lang muna to into F, ha. At pagkatapos niyan, we can just simply find the dimensions, the A dimension. Pero paano ba yan hahanapin natin? If incomplete naman yung given dito. So, yung gagawin natin dito is, hahanap tayo ng mga na pwede natin i-reference point para sa pagkukuha natin ng dimensions A. Like, hindi natin i-consider yung dimension A, pero at the same time, nasosolve na natin yan kasi nakukuha natin yung total length. So, paano ba yan? Dito, if mag-moment ako dito, may variable A dyan. So, hindi yan pwede kasi di nga na natin alam yung value ng A dyan eh. Pero dito, alam ko, yung distance dito hanggang sa center ng column is 2 meters yan. And at the same time, yung distance dito hanggang doon is just 12 meters, no? Kasi nga center yan ng center yung column 1. Ito man yung column 1 at ito man yung column 2. And based dito sa figure, center to center talaga yung measurements dyan. So, if I take if I make a reference axis dito, I'll just say at section AA, dito ko na lang susulatin, no? Erase ko muna to sa del. Wait. Ayan. Dito na lang yung continuation, guys, ha. Now, if I sum the moments dito sa AA equals to 0, actually, gusto ko talaga maging clockwise positive, no? So, ayan. Clockwise positive na. Yung F dito, di ba alam natin yung moment arm ng distribution load is just simply kalahati lang ng total length sa ating figure, no? Or in this case, dito sa ating footing. So, we can just say nga F times L over 2 is equals to, ito clockwise man, counterclockwise man yan, so 800 times 2 plus 1,200 dito hanggang doon, dong banda is just 12 meters. Diba yung F dyan is 2,000 kilonewton. L over 2 is equals to 800 times 2 plus 1,200 times 12. Ayan. So, masisolve natin yung L na yan. So, paano ba yan natin isusulat sa calculus, no? So, ito lang. 2,000 times ito, yung fraction, x over 2 is equals to 800 times 2 plus 1,200 times 12. At isi-solve ko yan. Let's just say, assume ko na lang na 16 yung length. O, ayan. 16 talaga yung length. Grabe. Na-assume ko agad. So, 16 meters yung length, no? And if 16 meters yung length, therefore, we can say na yung A is just 16 minus 10 minus 2. A is equals to 4 meters. Pero check nga natin, no, if the same ba talaga. So, check natin equilibrium. Check equilibrium. So, if I have a 2,000 load, wait, hindi pala. Sorry. Diba, alam natin yung total length is 16. So, para makuha natin yung uniform load dyan, yung uniform load dyan is just simply 2,000 divide ko ng total length na 16. Oh yeah. Which is equal to, saan ba yan? 2,000 divide 16, 125 kilonewton per meter, no? So, ayun. Check ka natin if yung ito is equivalent talaga sa 1,200 plus 800. Pero I think evident naman talaga, nga the same lang yan. Ayan, if I just back solve again, 125 times 16, the same lang. 2,000 is equals to 2,000. Therefore, okay talaga yung length natin is, yung length ng A is 4 meters. So ito, letter B. And then we can proceed sa next problem, no? So situation number 42 na tayo. Yung ito na naman, yung hinahanap dito is ano daw yung maximum shear ng footing. Assume lang natin na one width daw yung footing, no? Pero hindi na natin ihahanap yung soil pressure dito kasi nga this side lang man yung consider natin dito sa longitudinal. Ito na axis. So if I draw this orientation again, magiging ganito yung perspective natin. So if I draw ko ulit yung mga uniform i-draw ko ulit yung uniform load dito. So let's just say WO na naman times ilan ba yan? 12, no? 12 is equals to ito 1,200 plus 1,200 magiging 2,400 yan kilonewton. So we already have a load na 2,400 divide natin sa 12. Yan, 200 kilonewton per meter. Pero gusto niyo talaga hanapin yung dito yung pressure, no? It's just simply yung WO divide mo yan sa width. 'Di ba yung width dyan is just is just 1 meter. So magiging 200 kilonewton per meter squared lang yan. Or 200 kPa. Pero since sinabi ko nga redundant talaga yung 1 meter width na footing dyan, so hindi na yan needed. Yung importante lang dyan is yung WO or yung uniformly distributed load dito. So ayan, magdodraw na tayo ng shear and moment diagram, ha. Ito WO is equals to 200 kilonewton per meter. So 200 kilonewton per meter. Tutyo ko nga ulit dito yung doon lang ako ng mga faint boundaries. Para at least madodraw ko ng sakto yung diagram natin. Pangit talaga yung pag-drawing ko. So, yup po. Ulitin ko na lang. Ito, para maging state na yan. Ito. Imagine na perfect yung diagram din. Sorry. So, ayun, no, 200. So, yung V1 dyan is just simply 200 times 3. Magiging 600 kilonewton yan, no? So 600, ayan, kanyan pa-rise 600 kilonewton. Then yung V2 dyan is just simply 600 minus 1,200. Negative 600 yan. So meaning pababa. Ito. Negative 600. So yung V3 naman is just negative 600 plus yung load naman dito na 200 times 6. Ilan ba yan? Di ba 600 lang naman yan? Negative 600 plus 200 times 6. Oo nga, positive 600 lang. Ayan, parang the same lang rin yung makukuha natin sagot since parang symmetrical nga yung figure natin. Given nga the same yung dimensions. 3 at saka 6. Ayan, subtract ko ulit ng saan na yung course ko. Ayan, subtract ko ulit ng ng 1,200 since column load yan. Negative 600. Negative 600. Agoy! Sorry. Negative. Ayan. Negative 600. Then yung V5 dyan, of course, magbabalik yan always sa 0 yung shear natin. Kapag hindi yan magbabalik ng 0, may mali talaga dyan sa ating figure, no? Ay, may mali talaga yan sa ating pag-calculate. So, magiging 0 yan. So, ayan. Kuha na natin yung sagot. And based dito sa figure, na, yung maximum shear dito is 600. So, 600 lang yung sagot dito. Now, di ba yung hinahanap dito sa 43 is point of inflection. So, paano ba yan? Uy, let's call it. Ika-copy paste ko muna yung figure dito, guys, ha. Dito. Actually, dyan. Wait, ako hindi pala makita. Dito na lang. If magdodraw ako ng moment, dito. My point of inflection yan. Or should I say, a contraflexure. Yung contraflexure is just a location of the zero moment where it would transition sa positive bending to negative bending. So yan yung purpose dyan sa contraflexure. Diyan na rin yung mag-change yung the way na magbe-bend yung footing natin. Wait lang, hanapin ko muna yung reference ko. So hello, sorry. I think nagkamali talaga ako din. Nagkamali ako doon sa ating class. So ito nga pala, no. Ayan. Seryosohan natin. Yung moment diyan sa ito na portion is just simply area lang ng triangle, which is just 600 times 3. Diba yung M1 dyan is just 900 kN meter. And since 900 kN meter, yan, paano natin yan i-diagram, no? Magbe-base tayo dito sa ating opening dito sa curvature para sa ating moment. Diba yung shear dyan is increasing positive yan? Kasi 0 to 600 pa-increasing na, at saka positive yung value ng shear natin. So yung positive increasing, yung opening dyan is pa ganun. So meaning, kapag i-drawing ko yan sa diagram natin, maging ganyan siya. Ayan, 900 kilonewton meter. Ayan. At saka naman, dito sa portion natin, yung M2 dyan, yung 900 i-add ko dito plus 1/2 carry out natin yung sign dito na negative 600 times 3. Diba yung negative 600 times 3 is equals to negative 1,800. At saka i-divide ko yan sa 2, magiging negative 900 rin yan. So, meaning dyan is magiging 0 yung moment natin dito. So, yung arrangement dyan is maging ganyan. Yan. Papunta siya dito ng 0. At dito naman sa moment dito sa 3, since positive increasing nga, magiging 900 lang rin yan. 900. At pagdating naman dyan doon sa negative 600, magiging 0 ulit. By the way, since first degree naman yung shear natin dito, yung degree ng curve dyan is second degree. At based dito sa figure natin, makikita natin yung distance sa point of inflection from the left end of the footing. So if 3 meters to at saka 3 meters yan, makukuha natin na sagot is 6 meters. So therefore, yung answer dyan is letter C. So, ito lang kasimple yung dito, yung spread footing dyan. Pero, if di talaga kayo maniniwala, let's just say, ikakat ko yan dyan dito sa bandang gitna. Mag-add nga ako ng slide. Duplicate ko yan. Ayan. Erase ko to lahat Let's just say, gagamitan natin yung equation method. Kasi dalawang ways naman pag-solve yung shear natin. Which is equation method, tsaka yung area method. Yung ginawa ko earlier is area method to. Area method yun. Ayan, erase ko muna saglit. Pag nagka-cut ako dyan dito, this is start by segment. X. Gawin ko yan. Distance X. Cut ko yan dito sa gitna. Since diba nabe-base natin doon sa let's just say doon sa shear and moment diagram, doon nagbe-base may zero shear dyan. So of course malamang symmetrical yan. Obviously yung point of inflection naman is dapat nasa gitna rin. Basta magbe-base lang yan sa ating equation dito. Yung gagawin ko dito is mag-assume lang ako dyan ng distance x. Yung gagawin ko dito is since may 3 meters dyan, yung distance dito is x minus 10. So if I cut this figure, magiging ganyan yung cutting natin. May ma-expose ako ng shear. At the same time, may ma-expose ako dyan na bending moment. So, may load ako ng 1,200 kilonewton at yung distance niya dyan is simply x minus 3 at saka dito is 3 meters and yung load dito na 200 kilonewton meter value niyan is x. Yung distance dito is x. So, if I sum the moments dito, counterclockwise positive. Oh wait, bali pala yung figure natin. Ayan. Yung x minus 3 dyan is positive with a distance of yung 1,200 pala is positive with a distance of x minus 3 minus yung load natin na 200 over times x over 2. Equate lang natin yan sa 0 at saka mas-shift solve na natin yan. Or if you want talaga na i-simplify natin, magiging yan 1,200 times x minus 3, isi-simplify ko lang yung 200 dyan, magiging 200 times x squared over 2 is equal to 0. x dyan should be equal to 6, di ba? Ayan, solve natin. 1,200 x x minus 3 minus 200 x squared over 2. Shape solve. Ayan, let's just say 6, no? Yung sagot dyan, 6 meters. So, either way, pwede ring yung moment dito, yung area moment dito dyan, or yung equation method, area method or equation method, either way, we would get the same answer. So, ayun, no, this is how to end our our problem solving for today's video, and I hope may natutunan kayo, no? Sorry if hindi talaga ako marunong magtagalog. I may have said something na mali talaga, pero like I'm trying to speak Tagalog talaga para sa mga Filipino natin na mga engineering estudyante diyan. So, ayan, yung thought process lang dito is just simply the same lang talaga diyan sa mga reference problem, no? Pero if gusto nyo talagang mag-solve tayo ng CRF, leave lang kayo ng comment diyan below, at if ever you guys like my content, please be sure to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss another topic dito. So ayun, no. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless you all. Good luck sa studies niyo. Mapapa civil engineer student man or review, yung claim lang yung one goal lang natin is yung lisensya lang. So ayun. Good luck, guys, and see you on the next video. Bye.